Welcome to the Suplex Sports Podcast. This is your boy Mish with Big Unc Jay Jones.
In the building.
And this is what we call a Suplex Trends show, where we suplex topics in sports and entertainment. Trending topics, that is. So as we're going to get into it. Hot button topic of discussion. Tua Tagovailoa of the Miami Dolphins went down with his third concussion in the last 3 years. Very scary situation again. We already know the documented history with Tua and his concussions. Last season he had a pretty good season. Didn't get hit as much, touch as much. I salute kudos to the offensive line in that regard last season. This season, second game in, down for the count. Now, mind you, he ran for the first down. He had the first down, but I don't know what it is with some of these quarterbacks. These cats don't know how to baseball slide. So, ironically, he runs in the who?
Him.
And we already know how I feel about him.
That's just a coinky dink.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was I don't want to say a freak play, but, I mean, it should shed a light on something. I mean, look who he ran into. Someone that had a serious injury on the field. Now you got another concussion. You know what I'm saying? It's like kind of like deja vu. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, in the real life aspect of it, he need to make a business decision.
Oh, like, absolutely. You
know, this can't happen too many more times. I mean,
no.
You're looking at he's young, but hey, man, being in a football game is like having 30 car accidents in a 3-hour period anyway. And then you add the concussion aspect to it. You know, he's kind of playing with danger. He really needs to think about his future. If let's say if he, God forbid, if he gets a couple more this season, you got to hang it up, man.
A couple more.
I'm just saying, if it were to happen, or not even this season, if he were to get a couple more, period, you got to make a decision, man.
Bro, listen. You had a nice little career.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got some bread.
You got some bread. You know you have strong family ties. I'm sure they're invested well or whatever. I mean, from what I understand, he had money anyway. Like their family, I think, moved to so they could be at Alabama like full time. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I don't think he's hurting in any kind of way, other than his health right now.
Yeah, so just the health aspect.
You know, you got to take care of that, man.
Yeah, health as well.
You don't want to be 35 and sitting there, you know, kind of in vegetable status, because you can't take too much more of that.
When I seen him go down, and I seen his fist balled up.
Yeah, I knew what it was. Yeah.
And the first thing I said, oh, he's done.
He's done.
Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, all right, well, I seen this before. And last time, man, it was like he was throwing up gang signs.
Yeah,
you know
he was spasms. He was having spasms.
Yeah. Shit, he was damn near like Deion Sanders with the fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I'm sitting here like, oh man, like, bro, like, hey man, that's it.
It's serious now. Like, you can't put him out there for at least 2-3 games now. I don't know what the actual protocol is, but
worst case scenario, if Tua does go back on the field, they gonna try it with that cushion that they have that they play over the helmet.
I mean, you can't. Okay, what you mean? You can't play in that. You can have that in practice. You can't play in the game with that.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was several players that actually opted to use it during the game. They made that optional for players.
I haven't seen a player with that.
Yeah, there was a couple players that played with it
during an actual game.
During the actual game this past Sunday.
I did not see that.
We'll take a look at it. Yeah, right. Yeah. They're playing with those little devices on their head. There was only like, I want to say 2 players on a team.
You talking about the cushions, the beige looking cushions?
Bro, the
ones they wear in practice?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could wear that in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to show me that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. There was a couple of cats who used it. So I'm saying, like, worst case scenario.
Well, he's already at the worst case scenario. He need to wear that.
Yeah,
he needed to wear that yesterday.
Yes, he should have been wearing that maybe last season. So yeah, honestly, I just think that it's too sensitive now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fighter. It's like Chuck Liddell. All right, no disrespect to my man Chuck, but when Chuck got clipped, it wasn't the same Chuck after that.
It wasn't the same Chuck
because every time you tapped him on that chin, he was dropping.
Yeah.
And either that's. I don't know if that's psychological.
Big up to Chuck. Yeah,
big up to Chuck.
Big fan.
Yeah, but yeah. Chuck know when to be like, yo, that's it.
Enough. That's it. I'm done. Yeah.
I took some, and don't get me wrong, Chuck took a little time off. Get it right.
Came back. Same old song.
And there's cats who actually came back in that fight game respectively. Andre Orlovsky is one.
Right.
He was probably the
he was getting popped up. He got popped up a couple times.
He was getting lit up.
Yeah.
He took some time off. He went to see a sports psychologist.
Well, you remember that's a short shelf life anyway. I think their shelf life as a fighter is about the same as average years of a football player, like 3.5 years or something like that.
He's been in the game longer than two.
So,
with that said,
yeah, he got it.
But Tua's gonna have to make a very sound mind business family decision. You got a nice contract. You got some guaranteed money.
Yep.
You put your finances in play. You have a city that loves you.
Absolutely.
You can you can do. There's plenty of. Listen, there is no shortage of car dealerships in the state of Florida that could use some promotion.
Right.
All right. So you can get it in more than one way outside of football. But in terms of getting back on the field, no.
I don't know.
I'm not comfortable.
You know how we are with our movies. I don't think I'm word for word, but I'm close enough with it. When in American Gangster, when Frank went over to get the money, to get the product from Vietnam, and the guy told him, "Hey, quitting is not the same as quitting." Basically he was saying, you got to know when I had enough.
Yeah, you know when to walk away.
You know when to walk away. It's one of these times when you gotta, like you said, man, he got to make a decision. And next year, the Dolphins definitely need to draft a quarterback.
Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You at this point, you have to.
You should have.
You should.
You honestly should have.
You should have before now.
Right. You should have took a quarterback just in case.
Just in case.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you have to. Your first pick has got to be a quarterback. It's no secret. We saying it right here in September.
Yeah.
Your first pick needs to be a quarterback. So.
Has no choice. Yeah.
Hopefully he's whatever that is, back to health quickly, but don't rush it.
No.
Take all the time you need, bro.
No. I think now is the point that we pivot towards who comes in for Tua, who replaces Tua.
Thompson.
Who else is out there in the open market? Because Skylar Thompson, man,
even Wentz has a job right now, so you can't go to him.
That is the truth.
It's kind of.
I'm thinking. I know Tannehill's out there.
That might
former Miami quarterback.
That might be your best option right now.
Unless you make a play, you got Mac Jones in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
you can make a deal for Mac.
You can make a deal for Mac. It's all like I think. Just even him being in preseason, he looked even better.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So just that change of scenery.
Yeah.
And not so much that pressure of being the guy after Tom Brady. He can kind of breathe now. He can be loose.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I would say those are two valid options that you just mentioned, but they have to do something.
What about the aforementioned Tom Brady? As we took a look at the fantasy
waiver wire, and his name is still on there.
His name is still up there with with a very minimal percentage of those actually picking up Tom and putting him on the end of their roster.
He's done. What does he have to prove, man? I don't even think the drive is in him anymore. He's
with that car that they got in Miami. Now wait a minute. We seen Brady take the keys of that Tampa Bay. We see him took the keys in Tampa and take it all the way in, didn't he?
Listen, it wasn't the offense last night. It was the defense. It was like Buffalo was like a hot knife through butter. I mean, the offense was shaky, definitely shaky after Tua went out, but it was more so the defense. Like who?
Yeah, they had him in the spin cycle.
Come on, you had him in the spin cycle. You just gave Jalen Ramsey another $70 million or something.
Yes.
It's kind of. It's kind of sketchy.
I don't even know how
whoever didn't play as a whole, they did not play as a team last night. Both sides of the ball were ugly. It's already ugly with the Tua situation, but the defense did not look good at all.
Not to mention the Tyreek situation a week prior.
Listen, he had a great game after that incident. Last night was
atrocious.
Atrocious. There you go. He was unrecognizable. Nobody stood out last night.
Nobody.
Other than how bad they played. So
that's it. And when Tua went down, all the air went out.
Yeah, the air went out.
It was done.
Here comes Skylar Thompson. And they're looking in the huddle like, all right.
I got one name out there who could probably get it downfield. Mike White. Then they get rid of Mike White.
Yeah, they got rid of Mike White.
Bring Mike White back in.
You got a few options out there. Maybe you can trade for Zach Wilson.
Maybe you trade for Flacco.
Yeah. I mean something. Yeah, I mean you need somebody with some experience.
Yeah.
To just so you're not really missing too much.
You need a game. You need a game manager.
Flacco would be a good option too.
Flacco's a very good option. I'd even dare say Cooper Rush. If you already got Trey Lance back there.
Yeah, Trey Lance back there.
You know what I'm saying? So I think Cooper Rush.
They got a couple options.
There's some options out there. Teddy Bridgewater's down the street.
He's not coming back, man. He's coaching high school football.
I know.
Teddy's happy.
I know.
Shout out to Teddy Ball Game, my boy.
Teddy B.
Yes, sir.
But it's a very delicate situation as Tua and the Miami Dolphins begin to navigate those waters in that regard. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, man, we just wish the man a speedy recovery and just a happy, healthy life. And we don't want to see him. We don't want to see no man like that on the field. And we don't want to keep talking about this neither.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's already scary enough for those, seeing the highlights or whatever else have you. And for the sake of argument, does Hamlin get fined on that, bro? Because okay.
That wasn't. It was a clean hit.
I didn't even look.
It was more. I mean, he
ran into him.
He did. He more so ran into Hamlin, and his head just jerked awkwardly. It was just a freak. You know what I mean? Just the way his. But like you said, he'd have done better just sliding.
Dog, you got to teach these cats how to slide.
I mean, you threw your body into Hamlin, and your neck and your head and neck got compromised.
And you're not 6'5" Cam Newton. You ain't 6'5" Joe Milton. Like you gotta know when to fold them.
Yeah.
Know when to fold them.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
The game is built to protect the quarterbacks now. Whatever they're giving you, like they say, whatever the defense gives you, take it. They have installed rules for your protection. Use them.
Well, for what it's worth, they are essentially, going into the season ranked 25th on the O-line. The O-line is ranked 25th.
But like you said, that was a scramble play where he already had the first down.
He had it.
And
you don't have to get too greedy. You already got it. Just get down.
Right.
That's all. And one would figure, considering what he's taken over the last couple of years back with those concussions, man, that maybe he would develop a slide.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But he's still a football player.
Yeah, he's still a football player. But I mean, listen, it ain't like it ain't a Super Bowl play where the game's on the line, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's only the second game of the year. Get me wrong, it's a very big divisional game, but not like that.
You gotta do better.
Gotta do better, man. So we'll see what happens with Tua. I just hope that they get together and do the right thing.
Right.
Seriously.
We'll see.
All right, moving on to the hottest topic in the game thus far this week. Shannon Sharpe Big Unc Shay.
Put it down. He wasn't performing like he had an artificial hip and bad knees. He was stroking.
Long, tall, short, and be stroking.
Well, Unc told you I was gonna get his dick, didn't I?
That's right.
Didn't I tell you I was gonna get it to you? Hey.
There was no lisp in his voice.
No lisp in his voice or whatsoever. He was.
No sir.
He was straight to it.
All the way.
But I believe,
two knees deep.
But I don't believe it was staged. I believe he made a mistake. I mean, what more exposure does he need? He has a great following. He's respected. I don't think I don't think he needs to be staging something like that.
For what it's worth, man, like all this stuff didn't start. These rumors about how he dressed and stuff like that, man. Man, shit, all that money you get, bro, maybe you do. Shit, I'd probably get me a stylist. I have somebody go shopping for me.
In the world today, man, they look at you crazy if you eat a hot dog. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
come on, man. Like, true. Really, I'm not even conforming to all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you think what you want. I'm not finna stop eating hot dogs because you call them glizzies now. I'm sorry.
I am the only.
I'm just not.
Like I try to tell
I'm gonna eat a hot dog.
Yeah, like I told the young cats, man. I said, what's a glizzy? I said glizzy. That's not where I'm from, man. Only glizzy I knew was a glizzy. I didn't know anything.
I'm not finna cut my. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm not finna cut my hot dog up because of what you think. Think what you want. I'm gonna eat this hot dog.
If I'm getting me a Pearl Red Hot.
What I'm gonna do? I saw a funny skit with Chico Bean, and it said he was eating a banana, and it said, "This is how people eat bananas now." He was breaking it off, rolling it around his hand like he had a handful of peanuts or something, and popping it. I ain't gonna do all that, man.
Bro, it's too
Come
much.
on, bro.
It's too much.
I mean, that's too much, man. I'm sorry. I'm not conforming to that. Even people doing podcasts and commentation, they say something, they be like, no Diddy or no homo. Like, come on, man. I'm not living my life like that. I'm not. I'm sorry. If you don't know me by now, that I'm a heterosexual male. Whatever your choice is, that's fine. But I don't have to. I call that overproven. I don't have to overprove that.
I don't overprove nothing.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
My Carfax and my body works for itself.
I ain't doing all of that.
All you gotta do is ask.
But yeah, I mean, Unc, and he was very. I mean, he can laugh about it now, but yeah, he was. I'm sure he thought, hey man, is this gonna ruin me? You know what I mean? But I think he's good. Everybody getting a laugh out of it now.
It's good.
You know what I mean?
I think it's good. Listen, it wasn't like there was nothing visible.
Right.
It was all audio.
Right. The phone stayed right where it was the whole time. So it was very believable, and I can understand that. Like, I don't know how IG works, but
we know.
You know what I'm saying?
We know you don't know.
But I know he said he was on it earlier. I guess he threw the phone on the bed. Maybe whatever happened.
Yeah, if you just took your hand and while it's open and it's tapping, it's
okay. Well, there you go.
It's possible, I guess.
So I mean,
I've never tried it.
He's going. Hey, I tell you what, it's making him some money.
Oh yeah, he's getting some exposure.
He getting some exposure. I mean, he's getting some exposure.
He's advertising those something that we hope.
And I saw. Matter of fact, I was at work the other day, and a girl showed me where a porn star offered him $100,000 or something like that.
That ain't enough.
No, I'm just saying, but because we were just talking about it, I said, well, it's gonna get him some money, and she's like, John, look, and it said something porn star offers Shannon Sharp $100,000. Da 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 da. So there you go, right there.
If he didn't have no morals, he'd do it.
He'd do it. Where I need to be, right. Just send me the address. Text me the address.
That's it.
So
and who am I working with?
Yeah.
Oh, this right here.
So, hey, what he told Ocho, I have a stretched out like 2:45.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Hey, shout out to Unc. You know, you put one. Hey, you showed up for the OGs, the cats over 55. Well, appreciate you. Appreciate you, huh? Keep doing what you're doing.
He did his thing.
Did his thing.
I mean, hey man, you know.
Hey, he did his thing, and he's even more relevant, even though he was already relevant.
That's true.
so
and it's funny because I went, I repeated it in front of a woman, and she was like, "Misha, I think all men say that, not like me."
I mean,
not like me.
I mean,
I you know what I'm saying? There's certain ways of being a vocalist. I mean, yeah. I mean, he said it. I thought that was actually what he said. I thought that was old school PG. Now me,
he wasn't. He wasn't even raunchy as he could have been.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know. I'm gonna say something to you. That's right. I done said it.
Yeah.
That's right. Make you think about it.
So hey, he's in a good place right now.
And if anybody wants to slide a referral.
A reference.
Right. I preferably
a reference.
That's right. I will use a medical. I would need a referral.
We need a referral.
You want to refer? You want to refer a friend?
Wow, boy. My nephew.
That's right. Hey, please. I'm a single man.
We know.
All aboard the gravy train. That's right. Damn straight. Judge Mathis. Now
that hurt me though. That one hurt me.
Now Judge Mathis, man, he's been married to his wife. How many years?
39, going on 40.
And looks like he done stepped out within the marriage. Had a child out of wedlock.
Right. Yeah. I was talking today, and we didn't realize that. Well, I've watched the show before, but I guess I didn't really pay attention that his daughter is not his wife's daughter. So he had a baby outside of wedlock early in the marriage, like in the first few years. But now the tabloids are saying that he has another child. You know, that's so because they're not talking about the same girl. Because his oldest, she's like his oldest son. I think the daughter's like maybe a year and a half or 2 years younger than him, or maybe younger. And then he has another son, Amir, or something. I know he has Greg Jr. and Amir. So, but I think, of course, they're going to take it and jump on it and ride it like Seattle Slew. But I think now they're saying that he has a child somewhere, another child. So that would be 2 out of wedlock. But that might be just them piling on. But, yeah. But you know what? He kind of said something in an interview the other day to kind of let you know what's coming up, because they were interviewing him at the airport, and he made the comment. He said, of course I'm trying to fix my marriage. I want my wife back. He said, but I put my wife. He said, I think he said he put her third. He said, I put my wife third. He said, I serve the community. I taped my show, and he said I hung out with friends. But then he said after that, he said, don't do activities outside your wife. So wording it like that is saying, what people would interpret, I'm not saying he's saying that, but people would interpret, yeah, you were cheating.
Yeah, you're doing activities outside
your wife. So, I mean, you kind of just confirmed it.
Yeah.
But, hey, he got to handle what's coming, because it's going to come. Because you've been on that, and of course, there's some people that I'm glad I knew he was. I don't like to see no black man get drugged down, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he got to face the music on this one. I mean, as many people as he's had made face the music, I think he'll be. Once it all comes out, I think he'll be open and honest about whatever he's asked. Once it all leaks out, because remember, the wife was the one that filed. So he's just going to take it in steps. He's not going to give you too much information right now, but as it goes on, he will. Yes, if she were to say, well, he cheated, and then they go to him, he's not going to lie. Yes, I did step outside my marriage. for whatever. So we're gonna get little bits and pieces as it comes out. We just got to sit back and wait. But yeah, he knows what he did. You know what I'm saying? And from what I saw in the interview, and I think he also made the comment, you know, you can't leave your wife for 3 weeks at a time. You know, like, and on top of that, you already have been unfaithful. Like, I'm sure that sounds like to me it's been a stress for a while. You know what I mean? Not just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like you've been estranged from your wife for a while.
Because this show been on for what, more than 10 years, right?
That's a hell of a schedule.
You know,
that's a hell of a schedule, to keep, man. I mean, to do, you know, appearances and things like that. I mean, you know what? And he really should have been bringing his wife with him.
I was just about to say that, nephew. Like, she's a housewife,
bro.
Take her with you.
Bring her with you, bro.
Like, I'll give Jordan credit. If I'm not mistaken, or maybe it was just during All-Star Week or whatever. But I know a lot of times, I think he would take his wife, travel her with him. If I could be wrong, but I think I heard that where, you know what I'm saying? Well, we already know about what's his name from the Sacramento Kings. What's the light-skinned cat's name? Wife named Jackie. Yeah, we know how she would follow the bus and all that. But yeah, that's Doug Christie. Yes, Jackie. That's a whole other ball game. But you know, there's some.
No, that's called protecting your investment.
Yeah, protecting your investment. Yeah.
At all costs.
But yeah, you know, I mean, yeah, I would. You know, if I don't see why not. If I'm, you know, she's a housewife. She hasn't worked in a while. She hasn't had to. Yeah, come on. Why not? Why? I mean, hindsight. You know, hindsight's better than foresight, or however it goes. But I wish he'd have thought about that before. It probably would have caused him not caused him so much trouble and so much grief.
But who's to say he didn't do it a few times before?
Yeah, I'm sure he has. I can't see that I can't see that there wasn't a time that she did travel with him. And after a while, I mean, I'm sure, you know, she's like, it's kind of like being on tour. You know, after those, like the rappers say, after those first, you got 30 dates. After those first 10 dates, you're like, man, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? So it's like so monotonous, the same repetition, like Groundhog Day. Yeah. So I'm sure she, you know, if he's taping, what is she doing? Sitting around. I'm sure she's not she doesn't seem to be like a shopaholic. I gotta get bags and go to Gucci stores and all that. Because I'm sure she can do that at any time. So she doesn't seem to be the person like that. She seems to be a homebody, you know. But, you know, and I'm sure a lot of times if he did say, hey, you want to go? No, I don't want to go. You just go. You know what I mean? But he has the answer to that. So we'll see what comes up. But it was, you know what I'm saying? It's sad. You know what I'm saying? Some a lot of our true black leaders, activists in the community, actors have been drugged down, man. You know what I'm saying? And with fault of their own. I'm not going to say they were just picked on, but you know, at one point I was like, wow, Bill Cosby's a bad mofo to, you know, to be okay. First of all, his wife knew he had cheated, but for him not to take a test for a kid that he admitted and said wasn't his, you got to have some power. But then all this came out afterwards. So you still fell short. You know what I'm saying? Then we got, you know, everything with the whole R. Kelly thing. Now you got this. Hey, listen, it ain't but listen.
R had that coming for like the last 15 years.
But listen,
20 years.
Listen.
It was only a matter of time.
Hey, knock on wood. You know, the bottom will drop out the earth. LeBron, stay strong. Like he's the last man. He's the last. Think about it, man. Think about it, bro.
Yeah.
He's what I would call untarnished right now. Hey.
I keep it all the way a buck.
Keep it all the way a buck, bro.
He's a model citizen.
Listen, man. You've been with your wife since middle school. Since they were like, I want to say 13 or 14. Like, now, hey, listen. Well, now you got your son chaperoning you, so.
That's right. That's right. We already know who you bunking with on the road.
Bunking with on the road. So, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to LeBron. You know what I'm saying? For your longevity in your marriage with your wife. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you the last few. Like Boosie say, hey, he one of the last real ones. You one of the last real ones, LeBron. Stay strong.
Yeah.
You know, do not let temptation drag you down
until the hammer comes down.
No, listen. Hey. Don't listen. Don't put yourself. Well, like I said, LeBron seems to be very well grounded. You know what I'm saying? Do not put yourself in a bad position, man.
You better hope there's no ledger or a dossier around with his name on it.
Stay strong. Keep the faith, brother.
Like I said, you better
keep
make
the
sure,
faith, LeBron.
Make sure there's no dossier or no ledger, bro.
If it's after, listen, we ain't too many left.
Yeah,
ain't too many left, man.
And we cut Tiger. We cut the cord on Tiger.
We cut Tiger, man. Tiger who? Yeah. So you know, like I said, listen. LeBron is the last of a dying breed, bro. He's the last.
There's somebody else out there.
Listen, everybody else has been caught in turmoil. Hey, Eddie Murphy.
Well, Pat Mahomes is doing all right.
Pat Mahomes, okay, but
Kirk Cousins is doing all right.
I'm talking. Listen, we're speaking. No.
Oh, you're right.
We're speaking of men of color right now.
All right. Well,
that's what I mean.
Well, Pat
Mahomes is man. Absolutely. You know, let's Pat. Yeah, stay strong. I think they've been together since
full grip
college or whatever too.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Hey, you know, keep your queen and keep your morals and keep it strong. Keep your head strong. This head. Don't let the little one think for you. Cause it'll ruin you every time. You be saying that Shannon line. I told you I was gonna get his dick, didn't I?
Make sure
didn't
no ledger or a dossier with your name on it.
Didn't I tell you?
Make sure there's no paper trail.
No paper trail.
Or
no video. No nothing. So, you know, but shout out to Judge Mathis. Big fan. Respect you. You know, still respect. Still much respect there.
I got love
but
for
you know, got love for you. Just you know, hope you get through this, man. Hope you keep your marriage. Hope you keep your family together.
You know, it's hard. You know, when the situation comes up, man, and it's like, bro, you ain't practicing what you preaching, bro.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, and that's what everybody gonna attack him on.
Yeah, you should.
You're a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we all fall short. We all make mistakes, man. You just his is no more different than a guy down the street, except he's on TV every day.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's the magnification of it. He's in front of that camera, and the position he holds, where he's telling people you shouldn't do that or shouldn't do this. So now he gonna get it 20-fold. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna be criticizing him. Nobody don't respect you. You ain't practice what you preach. Woo.
Yeah. So you know. So with this, do you think that he continues doing the show?
Well,
I don't see it. I mean, if
listen. How many judges out there done did worse than that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Come on, man. I don't think that's gonna affect this show. He ain't not selling dope. He ain't seizing a boat and taking half the product. I mean, come on, man. He got caught in extracurricular outside his marriage. I don't think that'll affect the show. I'm surprised and very glad to see. I have to throw his name out there. Richard Sherman. Shout out to Richard Sherman. I didn't know he was doing Thursday night football.
Yeah, I just seen.
He's had a couple DUIs. Hey man, he bounced back. You know what I'm saying? Hey, kudos, brother. Keep striving. Keep moving forward. Got nothing but love for you, bro. Not even putting him out there. I'm just using that example. Like, people make mistakes, man. You know what I'm saying?
At one point, I thought I was gonna see Josh Norman back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, people make mistakes, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's been given another chance. You know, I hate to just be mentioning people. Sapp. Shout out to Warren Sapp. You got a job with Colorado. You know what I'm saying? Prime looked out. You know what I'm saying? So people make mistakes, man. Because if you mention what's one of the things you remember about Warren Sapp if you say Warren Sapp?
Dealing with women in that situation.
Okay, there you go. So you know what I'm saying? So
get into an altercation.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
So even with that, you know, he's bounced back. He's moved on. He's teaching young men of what he knows, and he's a Hall of Famer, and they're gonna listen. You know what I mean? So shout out to Sap. You know what I'm saying? Love you, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep teaching the youth. They need it.
And I love seeing my man Sap do barbecue competition.
Oh yeah, well. That shoot. I love him on Barbecue Pitmaster. He keep it all the way funky.
I don't care how old those episodes.
He'll tell you that's trash.
Yeah.
Well, and listen.
Not a big fan of coleslaw.
He'll tell you he don't like that mayonnaise-based coleslaw. So you know what I mean. So shout out to Shannon. You know what I'm saying. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Big fan.
Sap, man. All right, Judge Mathis, man. You go ahead and keep shining, keep doing your thing, man. Just
much love, bro. Judge, much love. Still got love for you, man. And hope it works out for the best for you. Like you said, you want to keep your family and your wife, do so. Put that effort out there.
That's it. Restart the courting period.
There you go.
All right, another cat who's going through it. Thought everything was all wrapped up, tied up into a bow, and there was nothing else left to come out regarding it. I'm talking about a deep tissue massager, Mr. Deshaun Watson himself.
Man. Yeah.
Now we got another lawsuit coming out against Watson after the fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, look, man. Deshaun, his play has not been the same since he left Houston.
Has not.
I mean,
and he was worse off in Houston. He didn't even have the weapons he got right now.
No.
He was worse off, and he was making it happen. You know, now, you know what it though is a part of it, man. You got that bag, you get a little content. You know, I mean, I'm just saying, I'd love to be in a position to have played in the league for 1 year, but the one comfort is one word: guaranteed. That contract's guaranteed.
Yeah.
All of it. You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of guys, and I'm not saying his competition level is not, but I mean, come on, man. It's like it's very few guys that strive. You know, you got 53 men on a football team, but are all 53 really into, hey, let's get a Super Bowl ring? Some looking for that bag, which you deserve, because it's a violent sport, and you could be, you know what I'm saying? It could cost you your life playing football.
Absolutely.
You deserve every dime, and you earn every dime. Don't get me wrong, but like you said, there's a lot of guys out there just for that check. You know what I'm saying? Not even for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? But I don't knock a guy, because you can't tell a guy who came from nothing and never had nothing, now you got millions of dollars. Hey man, it's your money. You can't tell a man about how his money. You can't tell another man about his money. You know, so you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's a very violent sport. I think, you know, there should be, I think one thing that should be changed in the league is you shouldn't have to wait so long to get your pension. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's
absolutely.
I think that's one thing that I always like. You know what I'm saying? For one, man, most guys don't live that long.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean.
But you know, some of these, and of course, money is not the same from what it was.
What it was, right? Absolutely.
But you know, these cats got to realize, man, you got a whole 6 months off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all this lap of luxury, you got to think about how this is to be sustained forever. You know what I mean? Just not. You see so many stories about, you know, cats spending, blowing so much money on this, that, and the third. Hell, even comedian Sinbad burned a lot of money and stuff like that, and put himself in a very bad predicament. I said, man, you got 6 months off. You got all these people around you, hanging on us, the clingers, and whatever else have you as well.
Now, if you look at it like this, look how many players that played 8, 9, 10 years, and then right into coaching. Yeah. Because you want to keep that.
You want to keep it going.
What you gonna do? Sit home and just spend money? You know what I'm saying? If you good, you know what I'm saying? Now there's some guys it just not built to coach. I get it, but a lot of those guys, man, look at cats like James Lofton, Keenan McCardell. He coaching still.
Yeah, I see.
You know what I'm saying? And some of those guys. I'm not saying all those guys need money, but some of it's just that They love that locker room atmosphere, man. Hey, I can't knock it.
No different from an NBA player.
No NBA players, right? Yeah.
Coaching.
If you got a love for it, you love being around it.
Bro,
listen, it's a lot of wives that know this is our life. So a lot of wives back them for coaching and being whatnot, because you know what, they've been in it so long. What else do they know?
Right.
And then after a while, when your kids have gotten to a certain age, okay, he's coaching, you know, and there are a lot of assistant coaches that take their wives on the road. Absolutely. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, kudos to those maintaining. I'm glad to see, you know, there are other options out there for players, you know, like the big three. Shout out to Cube, you know, making place for retired players to go, whether they're having financial problems or just still love the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a few options, but yeah, I appreciate, you know, especially those ex-players that give back, because a lot of them, you know what I'm saying, like you said, weren't making listen, there's a lot of guys getting money nowadays that do not deserve it.
Absolutely.
Do not deserve it, man. Not even close.
Right.
Don't even have the heart. A lot of these guys, you know what I'm saying? I was looking at an interview with Champ Bailey the other day, and Champ Bailey was like, you know, he was like, who are your top 3 receivers that you faced? I know he said Terrell Owens, and I forget the other person, but the one another person who I was like, whoa, he gave big props to. He's like Jimmy Smith, you know, probably an underrated player that because he was in Jacksonville or whatever.
Right.
But
Jimmy balled.
You know, he's like, yo, man. He said he kind of went under the radar, but Jimmy was a baller. You know, he was a crafty veteran, and he kept me on my toes. You know, he never tipped off anything. I always had to just stay in what I was doing, because I didn't know what he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And he mentioned other guys, like he said, man, people don't realize how tough these guys were. Eric Molds, he mentioned.
Yeah, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there were a lot of guys, man, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, tough dudes, man. A lot of these guys today don't have the tenacity or toughness, mental toughness, you know, that those old what you want to call older players had. So, you know, shout out to them, man, and shout out to the respect that players are giving them who played with them, you know, and letting them know that they were you know, big time.
My thing is you know, Watson's already done, you know, he's already paid out a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah, man. That you did not deserve.
Now,
sorry.
I mean, yeah.
Now most of it going to go to what? Lawsuits. Because hey, when they should be revoking some of it because of your poor play.
That is true.
Come on, man.
That is true.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. What? You know what I mean? So, and like trust me, not wishing nothing on him. He's already got, not piling on. If it was one more right now, it's gonna be one more.
Bro,
it's gonna be one more.
And at some point, you know what?
Yeah.
Put all my chips in.
Yeah.
I'm taking the rest that I got.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't need this.
Well, right now, at this point, nephew, it's not even about getting pushed out because of what's off the field.
It's not being pushed out.
Your play, listen.
The play's gonna push you out by itself.
Listen, if you continue to keep playing like you playing right now,
you got guaranteed money.
Hey, but you know what? Listen, they'll even break from that and go in a different direction. If he has a horrible season this year, bye.
Well, we'll see.
They'll eat that.
We'll see.
How they say they like Jameis Winston ate the W, they'll eat the L.
Yeah.
You know, you got to. You can't if his play does not improve drastically, he gotta go. Point blank, he gotta go. So
well, they ain't got no Flacco to back them up.
No, they don't. You know.
And was Flacco in Indy? I think he's backing up. I think he's backing up Richardson.
Yes. So hey, here's what it is.
Yeah, but Deshaun,
next man up.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens with Deshaun, man. At this point, play aside. I mean, I'm playing around with these these flights coming in and out, and for all these massages, and you know, we already know what it is, bro. But like, you know, Lord willing, you know, I get the bag. We get the bag.
You already got the bag.
You already got the bag.
You already got the bag.
I'm, you know, if I was to get the bag, don't think that Misha's gonna just put you on a flight and bring you in, spend money and shopping and all this. I'm not. No.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
It ain't that type of party over here.
That type of party at all.
You know what I'm saying? Tricks off a kid.
And that there.
And as simple as that, bro. There will be no tricking and no treating.
No tricking, no treating.
There will be no romance without finance.
And it's known as a nuisance.
Simple as that.
True.
That's it. All right, Cap. Another lawsuit. Your favorite, the favorite cat you like to suplex the most. Now we got Miss Dawn Richards, Dandy Kane coming out against Diddy, huh?
She coming out swinging too.
Ain't she though?
Talking about he was making her do parties, gangbangs, and
drop. Bows on. We dropping bows.
But see how everybody does it strategically. What's the last dude, the producer? What was his name? Lil J or whatever.
Yeah. Then he got a payout, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know.
I think they settled, right?
Okay. Well, see, it's called courtesy. It's kind of like think about it. It's kind of like when Bruce Lee, when you watch them karate movies and they come one at a time. Courtesy. You going out there and get your ass kicked. I'm next.
Yeah.
So it's courtesy.
I'm just gonna see how you do you.
I'm not gonna interrupt you while you in the middle. Okay, you done, Lil J? You finished? You got your pick? Okay,
set?
My turn.
All right.
Hey, by the way, he did this to me. Hey, by the way, he did this to me. Everybody taking their turn, man. Everybody taking their turn.
This ain't done.
He not done.
No.
Listen, even when he goes to jail, people still gonna be coming out. He gonna be getting sued.
Well, what about I have yet to hear from Fonzworth Bentley.
I don't think. I mean, anytime he's been interviewed, he just some people are steadfast and hold and say that a lot of people say they learned a lot from Diddy. I knew a couple former bodyguards that said, yeah, he's an asshole, but you learn some good business from him. And so remember, everybody doesn't have anything bad to say about him. But like Gene Deal, I listen to stuff he says. Now, you say you didn't know, but you kind of know. You wrote a book. Like, come on, man. I mean, just basically say you knew. And yeah, you do better. You do better by saying, yeah, I knew, and I plan to write a book once all this was said and done. People have a little bit more respect for you because he tried to play the role of, I didn't know this, but you sitting here saying when you knew, like if it's the VIP section, and he said he would know to tell all the guys, hey, them bottles to the left are for y'all, the bottles to the right are for the girls, because the bottles to the right had pills in them. So come on, you knew. Then at one point, here you are saying, I won't say his name, who Diddy was in the room with, but now you saying it was Ja Rule. Like, come on. I mean, like it's, which side you on, dog? You know what I'm saying? Like, now you got a book, you doing all these interviews, just go and tell it all. What you saving it for? You getting paid both ways. He ain't doing no free interviews, is he, Mish?
Don't seem like he's doing to me.
He ain't doing no free interviews. So, and he got a book out there. So you might as well get it. Get it till you pay. Get it till you can't.
And who was
you heard? Get it till you can't.
Whoever was there that night, Meek Mill was in the room.
Now people coming out with all these audios. Yeah, I knew Diddy was smashing such and such. Why you didn't bring it out? Why you didn't bring it out now? But hey, I'd have been like, yo, Diddy, look at man, I got that video of you smashing, yeah. The whoop. You want to pay me a little something?
Nah, dog, cause Diddy gonna take you out. You can't approach that man like that, bro.
One thing I will say,
he got
one thing I will say,
and
it's a coinky dink or whatever you want to say. Everybody in his circle is dead. I'll be sure almost died. Jamie Foxx almost died. Look into it. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. There's something to that, bro. That just, you know what I'm saying? Something to that. I'm not saying, but there's something. I don't know what it is, absolutely, but it's something, bro. That is too much of a coincidence, bro. Heavy D.
Yeah, Heavy D.
Come on, man. And Gene Dealer said, the one person, he said, I don't care what Puffy doing. He could have cussed everybody out. If Heavy D said, yo, man, come here, he gonna stop what he doing and go see what dude need. He said he had that much respect for him. And then the man turned up dead. Well, they say he had a heart attack.
No, they said he had blood clots coming off the plane.
Coming off the plane. So but it's just a coincidence
that's a natural thing.
You know, it's a coincidence that a lot of people in his circle, Craig Mack, dead. You know what I mean? So, but hey, that's not here nor there. He got enough on his plate.
Yeah, I mean.
But you know, it's something to think about.
Yeah, no Black Rob.
You know what I'm saying? No Black Rob. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man.
Natural, man. Some stuff is natural.
True. It's just, you know, it's like a pile-on. You know, everybody.
The Locks are still kicking and swinging, ain't they?
Kicking and swinging because they got up out of there. And Locks gonna tell you, come on with it, bro. Come on with it. Come on, Cletus. Come on. Come on.
He's Jada.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't finna go at Jada like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, at this rate, I mean, bro, you
done enough. He doing what he need to do. Sit back and be quiet.
Just cross the border, bro.
Sit back and hush the fuck up.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
There's nothing else, man.
Nothing else. You done did it all. Listen, you done did it to the bus out. No diddy.
Yeah. There it is.
Now it's time to just sit back and wait on your punishment. You heard?
He gonna have to. Yeah, he gonna get it. He gonna get it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
True.
All right, Cap. We gonna go ahead and wrap this up. One more topic discussion. Heavy topic right now in terms of this upcoming Super Bowl in New Orleans. Kendrick Lamar's been tapped to perform, and it's not Lil Wayne. Now, mind you, the last Super Bowl in New Orleans, I believe, was in 2013.
Something like that. Yeah.
So we got about 11 years, almost 12 years in between.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. With one track that Kendrick, I don't know what the process is. If there's I don't know what the process is. I'm not gonna say selection.
I don't either. But I didn't even know till the other day that Jay-Z is on the board of whatever it is to select the performers. I didn't even know that.
I had no clue. Well, I know a couple of years back, pre-COVID, him and Cook Goddell had gotten together.
Right, I remember that.
And stuff like that. But I guess we didn't really pay attention to the font. Well, maybe it was mentioned then about the inclusiveness and things like that. And since then, we've had more, hip hop performers integrated into Super Bowl acts, R&B, and
right,
things of that nature. The Weeknd, Rihanna,
right.
Lil Wayne essentially is New Orleans. All
Absolutely.
Right. Master P, No Limit,
right.
Cash Money. That's New Orleans. Not to mention the New Orleans flair, the jazz.
Right.
There's so many avenues where you could take Lil Wayne and have a whole collective,
right,
and go through all genres, even Harry Connick Jr.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you could have took that and built that around New Orleans and did that a whole different type of way.
Absolutely.
Whereas though Lamar is a West Coast artist from California,
right?
It's. Yeah, it is a slap in the face in Wayne's face, I can honestly say. And even if Kendrick was to invite Wayne on stage for a set, it still wouldn't do no justice.
Right, it wouldn't do no justice because everybody's got their.
No.
But I will say this. My theory is this. Jay-Z is Jay-Z. People have said has a jealousy the way he treated Beanie Siegel, Dame, whatever. I mean, he's a businessman, but I'll say this. Let me say this. You got to remember, there's that. Some people have power that we don't even think of that they'll use to their advantage. Now remember, when Wayne, I don't know this for 100% sure, but I'll just speak on this and end it at that. Remember when Wayne was in tax problems? I heard that Jay-Z paid his tax. He owed the government like $7 to $8 million. Now I heard that Jay-Z paid that for him. Okay, I say that to say this. In some people's minds, not even powerful people, just people in general, if somebody got something over you, they might bring you back to reality to let you know, hey man, remember I did that for you. You know what I'm saying? That might be a way. Listen, if that's even true, this is just my theory. Yeah. Even if that's part of it, hey man, I paid your taxes for you. I don't owe you nothing. Or I also heard, I'm not into the hip hop beefs like that. I heard they even had some words recently about whatever. That could be, okay, watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Kendrick. So it could be, we'll never know the truth. But I'm saying those two avenues, I guarantee if it had anything to do with money, which we know Jay-Z got plenty of, you know what I'm saying? It could be a jab at Lil Wayne.
A jab? It's more like a stab.
Well, a stab, jab. His point was made. You ain't doing Super Bowl in your hometown. Listen, think about it, Mish. It had to be something for you to get snubbed in your hometown.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like that's some
Katrina.
Come on.
It just brings me back to that what was it, oh God, who's my man? Shit. Dedication. The mixtape. DJ Drama.
DJ Drama, yeah.
DJ Drama.
Yeah.
That mixtape.
Right. So, hey, like
Classic.
I said, if it's check it out. If it guarantee is one of those two has something to do with money or just having a beef.
It's some type of beef.
It's some type of beef.
It's got to be some type of beef.
And I got the upper hand. Watch this, nigga.
Well, we know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much so.
Watch this.
But we seen, this ain't the first time Jay-Z did stuff like this.
True. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Think about it. Beans tell you all the time, yo, man, he switched up on me. And like I'm at his show at the end of the stage, and he had his security move me because he felt like I felt some type of way. So, you know what I'm saying? He gonna always want to come out looking with his hands clean. You know what I'm saying? So we can go on and on and on, but I know it had something to do with a beef, whether it was a money beef or he was just putting him back in his place. Hey man, I helped you out when you needed money, and you gonna come at me like that? Watch this. So it was one of the two. That's my look on it. That's my theory on it.
My thing is, you can't take business personal.
But you can't tell a man about his money. If Jay-Z, look here, we'll never know. If Jay-Z spent his own money to get this man out of tax problem, we don't know how Lil Wayne perceived that. He could, we don't know how.
So I'm assuming this was probably around a time where it was rumored that Wayne was going to sign with Rockefeller or Rock Nation.
I think this was after that. I know that because that was when he was beefing with Baby.
Okay.
And was like, Baby's like, well, hey man, if you can get it somewhere else, that was a whole nother situation. Or the two could be tied. But from what I understand, Jay-Z paid the man back taxes, which were like $7 or $8 million. Hey, I know back in the day, I think Jay-Z helped out Juvenile. Juvenile owed like some back child support, like close to $500,000, $400,000 or something like that. But I know if I'm not mistaken, shout out to Jay-Z, man, he helped me in the time of need, whatever. It's a lot of guys, man, that give a lot of props to Lil Bootsy. Say he had just got out of jail, and Cat Williams gave him $15 grand. But it's a lot of cats be like, oh, I don't talk. Hey, is it true that such and such gay? Yeah, and he got it. They got that mentality too.
Right.
We don't know how Lil Wayne is as a person. He might have been like, yeah, he got 7-8 million. What's the big deal? To where you should be a little bit more humble than that, if that's in you.
Well, Wayne got bread.
Okay, if you got bread, why you ain't paying your own taxes?
Well, man, you got the more people around him.
Come on, Mish. Either you got it or you don't.
Hey man,
if you got bread,
look.
Listen. If you got bread and you handling it right, like Marshawn Lynch say, take care of your chickens.
He sold a good portion of his catalog.
But this
for
was
about $7,500 million. Okay,
but me,
what I'm saying,
you talking about now?
Okay, but at that time, he could just gave him right back to him. Hey, yo, thank you, boom, boom, boom.
And like I said, we don't know the dynamics of that business deal. We don't know if Jay-Z, check this out. Jay-Z might be asking for his $8 million back, and Lil Wayne might be like, "Fuck you." We don't know, but we know. Listen, either it's a beef over money or a beef about words. One of the two.
Yeah, there's something that lies beneath.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that it's not our first time hearing about somebody with Jay.
And it won't be the last.
No.
But think about it. Everybody that's talking about Jay's still on top.
Yeah, but yeah.
And I'm not saying money's everything.
No.
But like, Dame Dash, love Dame, but Dame, sometimes you gotta close your mouth, bro.
That was his big problem.
Close your mouth. Even right now, such and such saying I'm broke. 50 Cent. Look, let's go, dog. You just said the other day that you won't even see a profit unless you get about 15 or 16 million right now to cover your expenses or your lawsuits and whatnot. Just, dog, be humble.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Just be humble, dog.
Like everything, you could be on top 1 minute, crashing down the next. You have
crash and burn, dog.
Houses in Italy and
it don't matter. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing when they putting tape around it or putting a combination lock on it so you can't get in it.
Sure don't.
You heard?
That's what I'm saying, man. Like sometimes it's best to just stack, see what you got when it comes in tours.
You can't live but in one house at a time.
You can't.
Ain't but one of you.
You can't, bro. I can see if you was renting it, Airbnb in it or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Turning some type of profit off of it. Yeah. Hell, I looked on Airbnb and seen a mansion that we was gonna do bachelor party at. Right. It's actually a replica of the X mansion.
Okay.
I've never seen nothing like that.
Right.
On Airbnb.
Right.
That's taking the concept and getting profit off.
Getting profit off it.
Simple as that. So I mean, it's sad. Like I said, and ain't no diss to Kendrick, man. I love Kendrick Lamar. I just think that it's just not the right time. I think it's too early.
Right.
Like I kind of felt it was too early for the Weeknd to do a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he was hot at the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen. I don't got a problem with Kendrick.
None.
But it's where it's at.
Right.
Louisiana. Listen. If it wasn't, it could be anywhere else, and people wouldn't have a problem with it. Guaranteed. If it was in Florida, we wouldn't be having this conversation because Lil Wayne's not from Florida.
Exactly.
He from Louisiana, and that's where it's at.
Right.
That's the problem. I don't got a problem with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is one of the few cats out there really spitting some lyrics.
Oh,
I ain't got no problem.
Makes you think.
But because it's in Louisiana, first thing you say is, "Wow, they skipped Wayne. He would have brought out Baby, Manny Fresh, BG, List goes on, Master P." So yeah. Other than that, this wouldn't be a topic right now.
No, like I said,
you know what I'm saying.
So, man, Harry Connick Jr.
Right. Whatever
else have you, and go from there. But we'll see what they conjure up and come together with. This ain't the last rodeo when it comes down to this. That's for damn sure. So, all right. Well, we'll see what happens during the bowl, and sure there'll be special guest appearances, but we don't know who. And I think the last Super Bowl that was in New Orleans, who did that? Was it McCartney? Zay, check out Super Bowl 2013 in New Orleans. Who was the halftime performance was? I think it was Paul McCartney, man. I remember the one year they had the Who.
Yeah, I remember that year.
And I was like, oh yeah, we out. And yeah, a half an hour for this. Oh yeah, we'll be outside. In 2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So,
damn.
like I said,
makes sense.
It wouldn't be a problem if it was anywhere else but New Orleans. You heard? And that deal.
Yeah, but ain't nobody got no problem with Beyonce. That's the thing, and that's right. Beyonce and Lil Wayne never collaborated on a song.
And won't be doing it this year neither.
No, I don't see.
Yeah, they was on He did. He was on the song. What's the? Yeah, with Beyonce with the song. They had a song together. I can't remember the name of it.
They did?
Yeah, look it up.
Did it chart?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's the song? It was a black and white video.
Oh, I'm a soldier.
Yes.
Well, that T.I. was in that too.
Okay, but I'm just saying that T.I.'s on the song with her. I'm a soldier.
How was that?
Regardless, you said they never collaborated, and you
they did collaborate. Okay,
you are wrong.
Okay, the soldier. Okay,
there you go.
All right. What year was that? What year was that, Zay? 'Cause I'm pretty sure it was before that Super Bowl with the Beehive. Well, I'm glad that's out the way. I don't expect to see Beyonce do another Super Bowl. No. Huh?
05.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was Destiny's Child, though. It wasn't really.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, it was Destiny.
So you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, you damn right. I'm right. I know I was right. Yeah, that's right. Destiny's Child. It wasn't no Beyonce and
My
Wayne.
bad.
Yeah, they needed on. They needed a soldier.
You're right.
Huh. All right, Cap. That just about wraps up Suplex Trends for this week. What's your suplex of the week thus far, Cap? I'm gonna go ahead and get mine out the way.
Trump.
Oh, okay. Well,
there you go.
Okay.
That's easy. Trump.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just that. That's
and
just
I ain't even got to speak on it. Just Trump. That said it all. We already know what it said.
That's it, man.
Trump.
Because your pets are being stolen.
There you go. Put your pets in.
You put your pets in the house.
You ain't got to worry about no behind no restaurant no more.
That's it. They're eating the pets. They are eating the pets, the cats, the dogs. They have gone missing.
Oh my God.
I'm like, bro, like you can't be serious.
You hit an
like,
all-time low. All-time low.
I'm like, now if you're still compelled to really vote for this cat after that,
there's people that are.
Oh, there's people are, and that's like me hearing Robert F. Kennedy Jr. talk about how he killed a bear.
Yeah.
Put the bear in the van.
Yeah.
Had a meeting in New York City. Didn't on a hot day. Didn't want the bear just to sit there and ferment in the van. Getting into the city sometime in the middle of the night. Put the bear out in the street and put a bicycle in front of it, make it seem as though a bike hit a bear.
Hey. Desperate time call for desperate measures.
And that was the independent party.
Hey, listen.
Hide your pets.
That's right. Put them inside.
All right, man. My suplex of the week. Good suplex, man. I'm giving it to my boy, the Stroker, Shannon Sharp. Yeah, my man was gliding and backsliding, diving and socializing, doing his thing. 1-2 buckle my shoe, 3 floor lock the door. Go ahead, Unc.
Shout out, Unc.
Go ahead, Unc. You know what I'm saying? Made sure he was in that puddle. Skin deep. My boy was up in there in the winning. Shout out to Unc Shay. Hey man, all publicity is good publicity. Simple as that. And damn it, for what it's worth, I understand. And he didn't just leak that, man. I mean, the man. Nah, man, it's a simple mistake. Anybody could have hit the shit. He could have hit Facebook Live and it would have been something off of that as well, man.
Yep.
For what it's worth, kudos to him. It's not like I'm sure I seen a meme where they said Paul Pierce was going off over the fact, because we all know Pierce had himself a little poker party, little cigar action, other cigar action. They had it in the air, and some clapping going, some cheeks clapping, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Now that was visible in plain sight. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, when it comes down to this ordeal, I mean, I ain't see nothing. All you did was heard.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing is that we know that when Unc's on, there ain't no lisp involved. Not one bit. Folks, we need you all to share, like, and subscribe.
Please.
This is Suplex Sports Podcast. Hit us up on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, and any other Suplex Sports media outlet out there right now. This is a Suplex Trends show with your boy Mish and Big Unc Jay Jones.
I holla.
We're gonna get with y'all next time.